Hi, once again, welcome to Photon Academy. Let us see some more numericals in this session. Let me start with the first problem. Find the resultant of three vectors. Resultant of three vectors shown in the figure. Shown in the figure. Figure is provided to you, and he is asking the resultant of these three vectors. Here is the figure. This is x-axis, this is y-axis, origin, and there is a force. This is the force. This force is having 5 meters magnitude, inclined at an angle of 37 degrees. Angle is 37 degrees. And there is another force. Another force parallel to x-axis. 3 meters magnitude. And there is another vector parallel to y-axis, having 2 meters magnitude. How the clarity? In this problem, he has given 3 vectors. Let me give a name for these also. That is, here I am giving a name. OA is one vector, AB is another vector, BC is another vector. So 3 vectors. The first vector OA is making 37 degrees with x-axis. Second vector AB is parallel to x-axis. Third vector BC is parallel to y-axis. All of them have the magnitude 5 meters, 3 meters, and 2 meters. Is it clear? Now, let us solve this problem. He is asking, what is asking? He is asking the resultant. He is asking the resultant of the vectors. Clear? Now, let me take up this. Okay. Now, before going into the details of this problem, observe whenever there are some forces are given, observe here I am putting. This is y-axis, this is x-axis, y-axis origin. Here, let us say example I am taking. This is one force F1, angle is at θ1. Let us say there is another force F2, angle θ2 with respect to x-axis. Clear? Let us say there is another force like this, F3, θ with respect to the x-axis, completely with respect to x-axis, θ3. All are the angles are with respect to x-axis only. First one, F1 with respect to x-axis, θ1 angle. F2 force with respect to x-axis, θ2 angle. F3 force with respect to x-axis, θ3 angle. Then If I need the resultant, if we need the resultant, what is the procedure? The procedure is find out all the components of force 1, F1, F2, F3. The component of force F1 along x-axis, component of force F2 along x-axis, and component of force F3 along x-axis, and sigma of all the components along x-axis. Sigma stands for summation of all the forces components along the x-axis. Here I quote the sum of x components of all forces along x-axis. That means horizontal component. F1's horizontal component, F2's horizontal component, F3's horizontal component, all the x components, make the sum of sigma stands for the sum. Make the sum of sigma fx. Fx stands for horizontal component. Similarly, make the sum of all the vertical components. Sigma stands for sum. Fy stands for vertical component. The sum of y components of all forces along y-axis. F1's the vertical component, F2's vertical component, F3's vertical component. Sum of all the sigma fx, sigma f. Now, observe carefully. I need the resultant of all this. When I want to have the resultant, now what is the resultant? F. F is nothing but the resultant force. Here I clearly write resultant F, which is equal to square root of sum of all the x forces along x-axis horizontal component square, sum of all the y components along vertical axis square. That will give the resultant. Clear? Now, if you need the direction, of the resultant vector, tan theta, in the constructed triangle, be careful about the construction of the triangle resultant with respect to x-axis. Sigma of vertical component, sigma of divided by the horizontal component. Theta is tan inverse of sigma Fy by sigma Fx. This is the direction. Direction of resultant. Whereas this resultant itself is the magnitude. Magnitude or the sum. Clear? Now this is the procedure. Okay. Now let us follow this procedure in solving the above problem. What was given? This is y-axis, this is x-axis, this is x and y. One force he has given. This force OA 37 degrees to the x-axis and magnitude is 5 meters. Let me resolve this force, OA force, into horizontal component and the vertical component. First, I need the horizontal component. Okay. So x component of OA. X component of OA. What is x component? OA. This OA cos theta. With axis, it is making angle that becomes cos. Earlier class we have seen. So OA cos 37 cos 37 degrees. OA is how much? Magnitude 5 meters. So 5 meters cos 37 degrees. 5 meters cos 37 degrees becomes, it becomes the 4 meters. So x component of OA is 4 meters. Cos 37, if you multiply, becomes 4 meters. Clear? Okay. Now, observe. The second is, he has given in the figure OB. OB is 3 meters parallel to x-axis. Parallel to x-axis. AB is a vector parallel to x-axis given. Now let us find out the component of. It is not making any angle. It is simply parallel to x-axis. So the component itself is 3 meters. So x component of AB is how much? 3 meters. 3 meters. Now the clarity. This is x component of AB. And what is the y component? Y component automatically it becomes 0 for AB. OA will be having y component, but AB will be having 0 y component. Since entire thing AB is showing only in the along the x direction. Yeah. No. Third is what? Third he has given that this is BC. This is BC. BC. Okay. How much he has given? 2 meters. 2 meters. Observe, the entire BC vector is parallel to the y-axis. So there is no x component at all. So x component of BC along x-axis is 0. X component, I write here. Clear? I write here. X component of BC is equal to 0. 0 meters. Okay. Now we know x components of the OA, AB, BC. So sigma of all the x components. Let us say I'm giving some name. Sum of all the forces Fx I am giving components. Sigma of all the Fx x components sum is nothing but first one is component of OA plus component of AB, component of BC, sum along x-axis. So how much it is? 4 meter, 3 meter plus 0 meters, nothing. So it becomes 7 meters. How much? 7 meter sigma Fx. Sigma Fx is 7 meters. Clear? Now, let us have the y components also. This is x-axis. This is y-axis, or is it? The first vector was OA. OA is how much? That is 5 meters. It is having how much angle? 37 degrees. It x-axis. Then, what is the second vector? AB is how much? 3 meters along x-axis. And third vector is BC. BC is how much? 2 meters. 2 meters. Now, in the previous similar manner, I need all the things. Now, x component we have seen. Now, y component. Y component of OA. Observe OA 5 meters. X component is OA cos 30. Y component is OA sin 30. So this becomes OA sin 37 degrees. OA is how much? 5 meters. Sin 37 So on simplification, it becomes 3 meters. It becomes 3 meters. Clear? Now, the second is y component of AB. There is no y component for AB because only it is showing along x direction parallel to x axis. So y component of AB is 0 meters. Similarly, y component of BC. Since the entire BC is showing parallel to the y-axis, so y component itself is this one. How much it is? 2 meters. 2 meters. There is no x component for BC. Clear? So all of these have a glance. Y component of OA, y component of AB, y component of this. All are y component. Now let us sum up all these things. Sigma of all the forces OA, AB, BC along y-axis. Component of OA along y-axis, component of AB along y-axis, component of BC along y-axis. What is OA? OA is 3 meters. OA is 3 meters. AB is 0 meters. BC is 2 meters. Total 5 meters. 5 meters. Sum of all the components along y-axis. Now, what is the resultant? I have shown you the resultant equation. F under root of sigma fx. Sum of all components along x square. Sum of all components along y square. Sigma fx is how much? 7. It is 7 square plus fy 5 square and a root. How much the magnitude? Magnitude becomes 8.6 meters. Magnitude is 8.6 meters. Okay. Now direction I need. The direction I need. Direction of F. F is here I am giving a name. Resultant direction. What is the resultant direction? Tan theta is equal to sigma of all the y components by sigma of all x components. Sigma of y components 5 meters by 7 meters. It becomes, on simplification, theta becomes 35 degrees. 35.5 degrees. This is okay. This is the complete theta. Okay. Clear? With respect to x-axis. With respect to x-axis. Observe this resultant axis, x-axis, origin. I am showing this resultant total F of all the forces with respect to the x-axis. So sum of all the components along y-axis, sigma f, sum of all the components along x-axis, sigma. In this entire triangle, tan theta is sigma opposite side by adjacent side. This is with respect to x-axis. Yeah. Hope you have understood the problem in a clear manner. Practice very well. If you practice the questions, you will get some idea. And also, within the less time, in a short interval, you can able to solve the practice. Is it clear? Hope that the lecture, whatever I have given, inconsistent with the speed is also inconsistent with the lecture. Thank you very much. If you like the channel, please subscribe it. Encourage me to solve many more problems further. Thank you.